Hey guys, we're going to go over a couple JavaScript variables today, with the context being a car dealership. We have an F-150 Raptor that's been sitting on a lot for about 45 days, and we just need to get rid of it, and a customer has came by and negotiated us down by 10%. So let's go ahead and make this sale and print out the sale details. So let's see here. First, we're going to have to declare a car, right? And what does a car typically have? It has a make, model, year, and a trim, right? So let's go ahead and declare our year. And before we go any further, let's turn off the behavior settings on CodePen.io. Save automatically and auto updating. It runs it constantly, so you're going to get a bunch of errors while your code is running before it's done. Let's go ahead and clear it. What I did here is I made sure my console was brought up. I'm not worried about my HTML or CSS, just solely the scripting. So our car year, we're going to have it be a 2020. So I guess this was over those 45 days, right? And again, we're using JavaScript's new declare method, let, which I believe you can also use var, the older method here in CodePen.io, and you can use the newer const as well. So our car model, or make, right? Our car make is going to be a Ford. And notice I'm not using semicolons. Newer JavaScript, you don't really need the semicolons. You can use it, it won't break it. If you're used to it, feel free to. And our model is going to be an F-150, right? And our trim is going to be our Raptor, right? And our final variable is going to be the car price. So notice I'm giving them all a prefix of car, then the variable name, just doing that just to keep everything nice and tidy. So our car price is going to be 55,000. I believe that's what they MSRP for, right? Notice we have two numbers, right? Two number types, variable types, and the other three are strings. So let's go ahead and start our print statement, our console.log in JavaScript. Console.log is pretty similar to like echo in PHP or print in Python or cout in C++. You know, it helps you print something to the log or to the console rather, to help you review, you know, your variables and whatnot, and make sure they're actually outputting what you're looking for, or they actually hold what you're looking for. So let's go ahead and log out our car details other than the price, right? So we're going to print out our car year. We're going to print out our car make, and again, remember when I say print out, I'm referencing console.log and car make. So log. We're going to print out our car model, and let's go up here and make sure that matches, because we will get an error. Like let's say right here, I try to print this out. The first two will work, and once it hits line 9 here, it's going to throw me an error message that it can't find that variable car mode. So here we go. Running the console.log, we got our car year back, our car make, but it did not return a model. So let's go ahead and clear this up. Or actually, let's keep it in the window just so you can see the difference. I run it again. Our year and model and our year, make, and model all showed up. All right, so let's go ahead and clear this. Our car, let's go ahead and print out our car trim. So .log car trim. So we're going to get all 4 of these variables printed out. We are selling a 2020 Ford F-150 Raptor. So back to the sale details. We're going to mark it down 10% for this customer who negotiated it down. So we're going to, again, console.log. But this time we're going to switch it up because we're going to have to concatenate a string with the number, the car price. So our string is just going to be a detail of what's the variable or the number after. So let's go ahead and look at this. So the sale price of this F-150 is going to be $55,000 minus 10%. So notice how I left a space here. I did that just for readability. So we're going to concatenate using the plus symbol, which in JavaScript is also the concatenate symbol, or helps you concatenate variables. So our sale price is going to be $55,000 minus 10%. That's roughly like $5,500, right? So we're going to have to set this up in a way where we do our math in specific steps. PEMDAS, right? We all remember PEMDAS. So our car price times 0.10. This statement right here is going to give us 10% of what the car price is, right? We can do this by also doing 55,000 times 10%, but we don't want to do that. We want to get 10% of what this variable is, of what the value of this variable is. Right now it is 55,000. So let's go ahead and put in our variable name, our price, right? We want 10% of that. And what we want to do with this is we want to subtract it from the variable car price and get a value of that. We aren't changing car price in either of these statements. What we're doing here is we're just getting 10% of car price, and what we're doing here, ending in the second parentheses, we are getting what car price would be subtracted by that 10% of car price. So let's go ahead and check this out. Let's see how much 10% knocked off that 2020 Raptor is. So let's clear this just to have it nice and clean. So our 2020 Ford F-150 Raptor ends up at a sale price of $49,500. So let's just clean it up a tiny bit more. Let's tidy it up. Let's make sure to add a currency symbol at the beginning of the price. There we go, that looks nicer. So keep in mind, PEMDAS here is really important. It's really important to, when mixing strings and numbers, to always have your math functions, or to make sure you have your math equations blocked off in parentheses. Because if I take off the opening and closing parentheses for this entire statement, I will get what's called a nan. N-A-N, not a number. That's a common, I guess, like an error statement. It's just telling you that the value that you're expecting is not a number. So this whole thing is funky, and you need to go check out what's wrong and fix it. So let's clear everything and see our not a number error statement. So boom, this whole thing, the whole statement, the whole console log broke. Notice how I didn't even print the string. Because you can take out the string and I believe it will still work fine. It will still give us what we're looking for. So let's go ahead and run this. Let's clear it just to make it more readable. And there is that 49,500. So let's paste back in our statement of our sale price. And make sure to include our opening and closing brackets for this. I overwrote one. There we go. Make sure we got our 3 right, because this one here belongs to the first one up there. And that's noted by the underline. All right, awesome. So there it. Let's go ahead and clear this out. Give it a run. And our F1, our 2020 Ford F-150 Raptor is currently on sale for $49,500. It's a pretty good price, right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If there's anything in particular you'd like to see. Hopefully I didn't go too far into the weeds there, but yeah, here we went through working with two different variable types, numbers and strings, and how they interact inside console logs. We got 10% of a variable and subtracted that from that original variable.